Data bleed.
Hello. Welcome to Data Bleed, BTS, Behind the Scenes. I built a horror game about trust. You're investigating 3 victims and their stories. 3 people that were destroyed by AI manipulation. Your only tool, an AI assistant called Chroma Bot. The twist, it might be the same AI that ruined their lives. This is how I made it and everything that went wrong.
Credit card info, that's normal, right? Everyone does this, right?
Now, during my development time for this project, one of the big things I kept popping up was scene 3. It just kept breaking, and that's the scene I referred to as the decision card, where the character realizes what he should do in a moment's notice. It started simple, but it didn't work after a while. The browser audio APIs were on and off. The fix was to preload everything, manage the state management properly. 2 lines of code, 3 days of debugging was one of the big differences for one of those hurdles for this project. The production deployment was kind of interesting for this project. I had to make sure the front end was obviously good, but the back end API calls were something very important. But everything worked on my machine, perfect, flawless, and beautiful, with minor touch-ups that are needed for the future updates. But then I deployed it. The cores issue with the back end was one of the biggest hurdles. The ACID paths broken on Vercel, and then env variables that were missing, and then eventually found. I learned more about deployment in 2 days than 2 months of tutorials, that's for sure. But it works now, and I'm looking forward to the next update. So, let's get it. The idea for this project, Data Bleed, was to have something you can do while you're at lunch and still have time for lunch. Something maybe 1 to 2 minutes out your day for each level and or character, story arc. You have 3 characters, 3 victims, 1 AI, multiple endings. You have Maya, Eli, and Stanley. All could be victims or are victims and their story arcs. Your investigation choices decay trust, low trust equals ChromaBot starts lying. The horror isn't jump scares, it's realizing the tool you trusted was working against you. This was built with ElevenLabs for the music score and atmosphere, with some portions of narration. Also LTX Studio for the animation sequences, and Adobe for the final editing, touch-ups, and content creation portions. And you also have other numerous softwares that I implemented in this. But this project taught me that horror is about trust. And what happens when you lose it? Well, that's up to you.